keeping with the events, to discuss and resolve to agree a Halloween event. Any comments on that? Sam?
Not that I know a huge event, it wasn't on the council, it was a good event. Did Becky have an awful lot to do with that one?
Yes.
She did. Do we have...
I did as well with the year
You
before.
did, the year before. So we've got the notes and we've got everything to do with all that.
It's
So-
Saturday this year.
Okay, Sophie?
In terms of the Halloween event, pretty much it's the main amount of work is the setting up on the day to get all the decoration done. Now, I believe that people who used to do that have all gone, correct me if I'm wrong, but is anybody around the table actually going to be able to decorate it? Because if we're not going to be able to decorate it, you can't do the event.
The issue is, Mr Chair, that you have to check, without the thing anyway, you can't carry on doing the same old thing year in, year out, even with slight modifications. You need to have a fresh pair of eyes and see about something making it even better than it was before. And as Councillor Richardson said, you know, we need to have we're saving money on the party event. We need to boost the spending on the Halloween event, correspondingly to make it a special event. And therefore that's it. So think outside the box, think different, keep it fresh, keep it good, and keep the kids keep everybody coming.
I don't know if Paul?
Can I just point out that I am given to understand that the park staff, what have I smashed on?
That's all I use my hand.
Don't hurt yourself, you could do that. I'm given to understand that the park staff who assisted last time with the Halloween event in decorating don't particularly want to have to do that
I
again.
don't want anything to do with it this time.
So there's going to be more work for councillors to do on that.
It's a different format.
Hence different format. Yeah. Sophie?
Yeah, I think you need to consider a different format, because if you can't do the decorating, then that whole event was basically decorating part. That was the event. But also the amount of space and the amount of stuff you've got for that Halloween event and the other events, if you buy any more of it to try and change it up this year, you haven't got anywhere to store it. I mean, particularly as you're going to be demolishing and redoing the trash shed, and that needs to just be for their storage. You're not going to have any more room to store any more large items that are going to be showstoppers or anything like that. So you might want to reconsider, if you're going to do a Halloween event, that it's different.
Yeah.
But then what is it going to be?
Do we need to... Well, Halloween's a while away now, so we can defer that, can't we?
It's not that
Sam?
It's not that far away, and as we don't currently have an events committee, you're just deferring it to talk about it next month.
What ideas, I was thinking. Sophie?
Can I suggest that that's clearly one that seems like it's probably not as feasible? You've got your fun days through the summer, wonderful. You have got to very soon start doing your remembrance parade, which does need to be done and needs to be done properly. And that's going to be at a similar time. And then you've got the potential that you'd be wanting to do Christmas. So if Halloween is either not going to be able to be pulled off because you can't do what you've done before, or you haven't got any ideas for a new event, skip that for now and focus on your remembrance and focus on delivering a better Christmas event.
Tim?
Absolutely not. You've got a situation where people have been coming to the Halloween event for 2 years running now. They thoroughly enjoy it, and it's a case it's got on the whole beach calendar now. Therefore, we do it. And there's no issue about if it's got to change format. It needs to change format anyway. And there's lots of different ways you can deliver a Halloween event that doesn't require lots of decorations and everything else. It's the Halloween whole feel of it that matters here. So.
I forgot it, but I remembered it. Didn't we talk a little while ago about a working party for events? Because what this feels is that we've got lots of ideas, but with this Halloween one, I think it is going to be nothing pops out straight away as a change to this event, because I thought it was really good. I think a lot of the people enjoyed going around and getting scared. Jump scares seem to be a thing. But we have spoken about working parties in the past coming in to help, and the community coming together to help, because I don't feel that a large-scale event of something like Halloween. Christmas fairs can be done through organisations, and there's enough people. Mr. Foyster's had these things, whatever, and Councillor Hutchinson's. But the working party would really help with the Halloween event because they would have the ideas and the manpower to do it that we probably don't have per se. So unfortunately Sophie's probably right, unless we do something quickly. Even though I agree that Halloween event should go ahead because it's so good for Whole Beach, but manpower wise, without being rude, we've got 3 walking sticks.
Well,
It's the same for any event, really.
it's the same for any event.
Well, no, because Christmas events is more to do with getting stalls, and it's talking and
You need a lot of marshals for Christmas.
yeah, that's marshals. Whereas putting the Halloween event on, it's a lot of hard work and hard labour.
But manpower doesn't have to be us. You're looking at what 9 people around the table. I can get manpower. That's not it hard. Right.
It's manpower, so you.
As in, you want people to set up the event.
Yeah, for Halloween, the only way that Halloween event is successful is if it's decorated well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it's not decorated well, and if you're not able or you haven't got the skill set to be able to do it, because the people who did before were good at that sort of thing, then you're not going to deliver that event again.
I can.
With all due respect, Councillor Hutchinson, you've never run a Halloween event, therefore you don't know. And there's lots and lots of ways in which you can do it without doing it.
No, I'm saying the event that happened previously.
Yeah, well, I'm saying
unless
that.
we've got
Well,
an
if
idea
you've
of.
done something over me,
All right.
okay, the fact is that I've already said the event needs to change its format anyway. So we've been doing it
But
for
you
a
haven't
couple of years.
suggested a different format. So therefore we haven't.
My understanding is, can we stop calm? So my understanding is, we agree. A couple of conversations ago, we said there should be a Halloween event. You've pointed out successful. It's got running for 2 years. Someone's pointed out manpower. I can deal with manpower, right? So I don't see a negative now because the manpower isn't the negative. I can get manpower. We know people. I know people. You know people. There's people, and we know people that can help us decorate. Decorations are needed. So where's the negative? So should we propose that Halloween goes ahead then? Because there isn't no negative from my understanding.
What are you going to date you're going to do it on?
31st of October, there's no other date to do it.
Okay? We've got the stuff from
So
the
you're
sounds of it, so it's not even a money thing.
And Tim seconded, didn't he?
Yeah.
You did it. So I mean, sorry, I don't know what you proposed.
So I propose we do a Halloween event on the 30th.
A Halloween event or the Halloween event that's already been done because
No,
Council.
a Halloween event.
A.
Probably different format.
Yeah.
Sorry, if we're proposing a Halloween event of a different format, what?
Yeah, I
If you
can't
want
vote
to start
on it.
organising it, what are you doing? You can't just say a Halloween event and we've got some people floating about that we might be able to get hold of. What are you doing?
We
It's
just
not how you organise events.
we'll revamp. It's David, did you say that?
Revamp, I like it.
You want to revamp to what?
Feel it, I'm feeling. Stop putting negatives
It's
in
not
all these
ages
answers.
away. It's not ages away.
Process everything, you'll find.
But there's no Thames or anything, there's no drink or anything, so there's no...
Yeah, you have to have a tens for the music.
No, I thought-
No, don't.
no.
If it's on your own land and you're just doing music, then no, you don't.
So
But
there's
it
no
needs
tens
certain
involved.
times of the day, so it might be that you need it if you're going later into the evening.
And you need again the
Notification.
affecting.
It's not necessarily the paperwork. The problem is the clerk can't do the paperwork until she knows what paperwork she's doing and for what event. So the point is if you're organising an event, you actually have to state what on earth you're trying to organise. And we haven't actually stated that. You just said you're going to do a Halloween event.
Yeah.
But what are you going to do? Are you having food vans? Are you having children's entertainment? What are you doing?
Well, we're definitely doing food vans and we're definitely doing children's entertainment.
You can't just be, you'll find out because things will happen. What is this council trying to organise? What is the event? What is its USP? What is it?
If we've had 2 successful years with 2 events that everyone says successful, then we're doing something right. We just continue and revamp it a bit to make it and revamp it a bit. It's that simple. We've got the day.
You're doing the same event now. Or are you doing?
No, we'll
what you did-
expand on the previous to make it better.
So you do the same format, but
For-
just
Yeah,
bigger.
exactly.
It'll take place in the park and it'll be a Halloween event.
Yeah,
End story.
which has gone down well according to everyone out here.
So entertainment, same as before but bigger. And what
Yeah, you're
time?
right.
So,
On your right hand side.
yeah, I've got Sam's, Paul.
I'll defer to Sam.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Do you know, did you go to the event last year?
No,
Do you know what happened last year?
no.
So you're agreeing to revamp something that you have no idea what it was?
I've got,
That
I've
doesn't
got
work.
multiple people
But
around me.
you're agreeing to something that you don't actually know. So you don't know if that event was any good. You're just going on hearsay.
No, because.
And you, I said it was good.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is you can't revamp something that you don't know what you're revamping, can you? Because you might go, actually that event's really good, because it's new to you. What you're saying doesn't logically make any sense, because you don't have any evidence to go on.
Well, I've got your evidence saying it's a good event.
Well, yeah, but then, therefore, why would you want to revamp it if you know it's a good event? That's my question.
With
So,
the same event
feasible
bigger.
because the amount of effort needed to be put in by the ground
But
staff.
then,
Yeah.
but revamping something is quite difficult, especially with events. And saying we're going to stick something in the park, again, which we have discussed outside of meetings, is you don't want just to stick some dodgy decorations up, stick a bit of music on that's too loud, and a dodgy burger van that nobody really wants, and saying that's a better Halloween event, can you? I mean, what was
We
there?
said bigger, not.
But Carter's Park was a vast area. This was within a very small area of the bubbles. But the reason it worked is because of how it worked, and it was really good. And you had the actors come in, and it was a really good event. I didn't go in because the children found it too scary for them. But that's my own thing. What I'm saying is, and what Sophie said is, to revamp it.
As in make it bigger, Sam.
But you don't know what happened last time, so you can't say make it bigger because you don't know what happened. I can't see. Honestly, I don't know.
What it is.
Well, I'm ask Becky, I can ask Donna. I've got plenty of people
You're
with
saying make it bigger.
And they go through and it's, you make a black tunnel and.
Yeah, well you can't make that bigger, can you? Because otherwise it'd be too big. The maze was the point of it, is it's a bit of a maze and you don't know what's coming.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
But so, the maze, so thinking the practicalities, you've got the decoration on top, but we've just said about the parks team not wanting
No.
to set it up because they haven't got the time.
Yeah.
So the actual construction of that maze to be able to decorate it was done by the parks team. So
Fine.
what are you actually decorating where? Logistically, what are you doing?
So the maze and that will go ahead. You're just saying the parks team can't do it. I'll find substitutes. That's simple.
If we use maze.
Yeah.
Well, if we don't move on, it's going to be Halloween.
Yeah, exactly.
Can I just say something here quickly?
Yeah.
Can we have ad hoc, one-off group to talk about this thing?
It's called the next
Organised.
It's called the event committee.
And can that group include people outside the council?
I did say
For
word.
example, Donna.
I did say word.
And anyone else who might have something useful to contribute.
I'll just say, Paul, we did try that a couple of years ago for events, and we got nothing from the public.
Did it not?
We didn't want to know.
Well, Donna might be able to help, I don't know. And there could be other people, ex-councillors, I don't know.
That's why I said I've got people, because people have come to me and said, what are you doing, what do you want help with?
Yeah.
What timings are you going to put on this?
When it gets dark,
Yeah.
whatever time that is.
It gets
Same.
about 5:30, I think.
Yeah, 5 till 6, that's enough. Screaming at kids everywhere.
Same as last year.
I think it actually ended about 7 last year. You capable about 7.
You finished at 7?
Yeah.
So
But then you got
2
pack up.
hours, 5 till 7?
No, so it took longer than that for setting up time to look at the setup started about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I think.
Yeah, but I mean the time.
The event
of the
itself
event.
was only about, I think it was 4 till 7. It was basically people turned up about 5 o'clock onwards.
I'll look
After
up
dinner.
what last year's
Yeah,
was, 'cause I can't remember.
Same as last year. So you've got the date, you've got the time, and the rest is organisation. Okay?
And imagination.
St John's
Imagination.
and St John's to book.
Okay, we need a vote on that?
Oh, yeah, so you proposed, Tim seconded,
Right,
and now you need a vote.
and I'll get some resource. So, we've got a vote for, based on results.
Halloween event for
Halloween events.
Four, who's voting
Four.
for?
For the Halloween event.
1, 2, 3, 4.
4, that's 4. Only?
I'm abstaining.
Abstaining, so that's
So
4.
So,
Abstaining.
are you abstaining or against Sam?
I am against this current proposal because it doesn't make any sense. So I'm not against the Halloween event, but I'm against this proposal.
Now, you don't know what it's going to be, so how can you...
And this is what I'm a bit stuck with it. So I won't say I'm against because I don't know, so I'll abstain. That'll make me feel a bit better.
Let me get this right. Does anybody want their vote recording?
No.
No. So Sam, Isabel.
Sam was against.
No, I changed it
No, he's changed it.
because I can't.
That was a start. So 3 abstained.
And Rick abstained. So there's 4 abstained
Yeah, I abstained.
and Peter abstained. Right.
4. Okay, so move on from events.
No, but
No.
So 6.
No, we've got the remembrance and instruct St John's Ambulance. You did say that about St John's Ambulance
Yeah,
earlier.
they
didn't
do
you?
it for free for remembrance.
Okay. Right, we've got any comments?
You want to see if you can get a parade marshal?
Yes.
If you can get hold of one.
Parade marshal.
Yeah.
Does anybody know of anyone?
No.
Sophie?
Well, we had several parade marshals at the last one. I think there was about 3 of them, to be honest. But I spoke to several of the different people at the Remembrance Parade last year, and do we actually have the list of people to invite this time? Do we have it?
I thought we've always had a list.
Okay, so last time it didn't seem we did. So we do have the full list of everybody to invite?
Yeah.
Okay, so the individual who was doing the parade marshalling last year is really keen to be involved, or they were at the time I was discussing, and they wanted to actually make sure it was organised in good enough time this year and have a list of all of the different people and a proper plan of what order and how the parade's actually going to be done. And then, okay, so they didn't feel like they did. And also how they're then going to transition from that way to lining up, because it doesn't always necessarily work with the size of the street. So they wanted to create a proper plan this time of which order they were putting in people in, whether they're going to do 3 wide, 4 wide, 5 wide, etc.
I think that was decided the year before last, that we would make the actual column wider.
Yeah.
So that when you get up to the memorial, you haven't got
such a long slither of people. Yeah. So I can give you the details of that individual.
Yes, please.
And then have discussions, because I think it's really important we try and get it right.
I did see Sam.
I think Mr. Wilshire was
I'm
first.
trying to do it, but I don't mind. It's actually
The point is, with all due respect to my lady colleague opposite, who is so clever at getting things right according to the procedures of council thing, this vote is simply to discuss and resolve to agree to apply for the road closure in remembrance and instruct St John's Ambulance. There's nothing in there about the parade itself. So therefore, can we stick to
the
agenda item?
Right, just to agree for the road closure. Remembrance is going to happen anyway, as you said, and we instruct John's Ambulance. Proposer for that.
Sorry.
Seconder for that. All in for that. Thank you.
You still send me through that.
I still
Yeah.
And I'll contact them and then
the council actually wants to consider more than just a road
And
closure.
death plate from RBL. Death plate from RBL.
Not agenda item.
You can amend it if you're right in.
All right.
Note
Suspend standard orders and...
No.
Right, please, let's move on. Sam.
quite is it? Note of interest. Will we be discussing remembrance again?
Well, we'll have to see if we can actually
Maybe.
organise it.
Well, it's just my worry, and I apologise, but I will be quick, is last year's was not received very well from the public at all, and this is not just through Facebook, this is through word of mouth and talking. I am aware that powers from British Legion were taken away from them and given to parishes.
Yeah, we were.
But I think British Legion would still want to be involved.
No, they're not allowed to be.
They're not allowed to
No.
not even allowed to say anything about
Yeah,
it.
say something, but they're not allowed.
Well, because yet again, it's that working part of it, because last year was not brilliant.
RBL will not cover the insurance for their own members to get involved in it.
So if we organise
any
it,
involved,
they talk to us.
Yeah,
well,
we
they'll
always
talk to
meet
you.
with
They
them.
always do.
We
Yeah.
always meet with
And they've
them.
asked for a meeting already, so
That's good, because they should be involved.
that was, yeah, they've already reached out to us, haven't they?
Yeah.
I
Thank
think the difficulty is they can't be involved with the parade,
Yeah,
but we only deal with the parade and not the service. And a lot of the comments of negativity were regarding the service.
yeah.
But we do need to ensure there's a dialogue and stuff, because ultimately it comes back
we
on
just
us,
give her around to
not
support it.
them.
Just stop us happy with it.
Sorry. Sorry. Got my point. I've got
I gathered that, yeah. I got that off the first 20.
And that was the problem, is it
Yeah.
was the service.
Well, that all needs to try and be discussed and have dialogue.
Thank you. Right, right, to discuss and resolve to agree the Christmas fair date.
I'm going to leave the room much to talk about this,
Because of, yeah.
because my wife, and I reiterate, my wife, I do not own that business, I'm just an unpaid volunteer,
So it's,
might want to have a stall, in which case I could have an interest, so you complimentary finished on that.
Yeah, that's fine.
I don't think you need to. You just
I
can't. You just
just
can't.
want to be certain, because I was
You don't want anything coming back.
you don't have to leave the room without standing orders, you can stay.
You do now.
You do now?
I think I'll rather leave
I stand
Thanks,
corrected.
yes, sir. Be back in a minute.
it. Okay.
I'll come with someone will. Okay. Right, so the Christmas fair date, venue, format, volunteers. Anyone want to start this off?
Oh, if you like.
Yes, please.
Very simple. Day will be last Sunday in November, as normal. That seems to work out pretty well for all the traders and everything else. The venue to be Church Street, not the High Street, because we haven't got the manpower to be able to close the High Street effectively. They won't be able to marshal it. And it's also a better site all round, it's wider, there's more opportunity to do wider things in there, and it's of less inconvenience and well all the aggravation for the high street traders who object to us being outside their front doors. And as far as the format is concerned, the same, but probably a few little extras than before. The other thing is that because Church Street is going to have additional lighting from our wonderful lighting people in Palm Beach, Christmas lighting, then we can use that as part of the format as well. So it's a really good opportunity. As far as volunteers are concerned, obviously we need less because we've only got two ends of the road to close, not the rest of all the other junctions. So it'll be a whole lot easier to man. That is one though that I would suggest that.
Sorry, you nodded off then.
That is one that I would suggest that we make an exception for the using the Red Cross people, because I think we'd be better off with having security there as well. The fact that you've got security and the first aid is to pick the boxes ticked, but you've also got security just in case you're on the
So with Church Street, I agree with everything Tim said. However, you have to have additional road closures, because you have to close the road down from Saturday Bridge
Absolutely
and send
agree.
everything through Watload and
Yeah,
I mean,
Yeah, Mr. Chair, that is just a difference in the cost of the road closures.
I think I don't know, I think Peter will probably have a view on it. St John's, I think you need, definitely.
Okay.
Oh, I'm done with my point. It's just the road closures. You need people to man them as well, don't you?
You need
Yes.
4 at any time.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4. You've got Spire View, but
You can go to Spire.
yeah.
We've got the equipment, we just need the people, yeah.
So we haven't got the equipment to do. We can do the road closure in Church Street. That's not a problem. but it's the diversion, because that bit's closed off. So the diversion goes all the way down from Saturday Bridge, all the way round to Watload, I'm getting this right, Morton Chapel, and all the way round to get back to the High Street and vice versa. Because if you're closing a B road, they have to have a B road
Yeah,
diversion.
I was told about this, but the company can supply the people as well, can't they? If we
They
pay.
don't need to, they don't supply the signage
Signage.
and putting it out. They put it out, they deploy it and they take it away again.
Yeah.
It's the cost of it.
Okay.
The cost is
That's
last.
£700.
Sorry?
That's £700.
Yeah, last year they said they would do it for about 4, so...
That's all right then. Sam?
I have two questions.
Yep.
Will the church be happy to let us work within the church grounds? Would we request their grounds?
I don't see any reason why they wouldn't. It's a
Okay.
Christmas thing. It's a Christian church. It's a Christmas event.
Yeah, it's just there's lots of other events. And secondly, it's always been a question, more personal than anything else, but why is it always so early? November doesn't feel very Christmassy.
The reason it's a lead into Christmas,
Right.
but also it's because there's so many other things occurring towards that time. And also by the time beginning of December gets underway, a lot of people already bought their presents. The traders like to do it at the end of November to catch the Christmas trading coming through.
Okay,
So
thank
that's
you.
what it is.
Okay. So we've got the location, we've got the date.
28th of November, I take it, because that's the last
Yeah,
Saturday.
that'll be fine.
Yeah, 28. It's got that. Times.
Same as previously.
We've changed it each year, I think.
Yeah. I think that last year that was about right when we had it in terms of timings.
Is it 1 till...
12 till when?
Was it 12 till 5?
When's it
No, it went, I think it went a bit later than that. I think it was 6 and then we could clear by 7, I think that was it.
So,
12 to 6.
12 till 6, that's 6 hours. People, you won't get enough volunteers to do the...
1 till 6. You want the later because of the.
Yeah, of course, yeah. If there's a 1 till 6, it'll be
1
fine.
to 6.
Because
So we
you
go
want
on
to close the
too
road.
early.
Yeah.
You'll have to close, if it's 1 till 6, you'll have to close the road from about 10:30 till about 7:30.
Yeah.
And you'll need people, marshals there all the time.
And the
It's-
marshals in the middle,
and
getting
marshals
everybody in
the
and
middle,
out.
yeah, it's-
Don't
it's
marshals
a-
have to be trained as well?
Yeah.
You've got to train these marshals.
Yeah.
So you can't
Or
just get...
hire them.
Hire them,
Why
you
do you want to
train
hire
them.
them? You
You
don't
know,
train
cost
them, you
of
don't
that.
hire
So
them.
what I've always done is I've put out a YouTube video.
You can train them, don't you? You're not
Yeah,
qualified to train them.
yeah.
So you put out a YouTube video.
What I do is I send all the marshals a YouTube video, and it explains about what road signs mean, what to do in the event of a terrorist attack, and what to do if an ambulance or something comes through. Yeah.
Covers everything.
Sorry?
Covers everything.
Yeah, it should.
Are Sam happy with that? Because when we've spoken to them before about road closures, they will want proper briefing of all marshals
Yeah.
as well. They won't just want the training that you would have to do a full briefing and give a list of all of their names to them.
Yeah. So we need that.
So, I
Now.
mean, really, for a Christmas fair, you need to be organising that the January before.
Sam.
How many stewards did you say? How many people per road? Is it 2 per
So
road?
it's two per each, so 2 each end, that's 4.
Yeah.
4 from 10:30 through
So it's only- you only need 4?
7:30. Yeah, but
So
then
you
each
need
per
12.
to do an hour stood there is a long time.
Yeah, you
when
need
it's
to keep
backed up.
So
rotating.
you need at least 12.
You need, well, I would say you need a lot more than
But you
12.
also need everybody in the middle because getting traders in and out, managing vehicle movements
And what about-
internally.
Like Barrington Gate, where that joins onto Church Street, isn't it?
It's further down.
That's
No,
further,
it's further
that's
down.
further down, yeah.
If you're about
Are you
20
going
to
from
Saturday Bridge.
the old exchange? Where are you going from?
No, so you only close from where, if you're coming from Fen Road, you close 5 metres north of Spire View, and then about 3 metres below Back Lane.
Okay.
So any traffic can come down around Back Lane going that way.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, but you still need lots of people.
And you're also going to be suspending the parking bays so you can put things on
You've got to
there.
suspend the parking bays, yeah.
Exactly what that, they will want all that information 3 months before the event, and the highway stuff, they will want at least 3 months before.
You can't do Christmas event.
It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work. A lot of it is quite easy for me because I've done it before, so I just change the dates and stuff.
Okay.
But you've got AVAR stuff to do.
Yeah, can you feel that you can take it on as
Christmas
organisation?
Well, I have to, don't I? I have to.
Well, no, I would suggest realistically, the organisation of it, I mean, in terms of filling it out once it's organised, fine, you sign the form, but the organisation should be done by councillors. Not just saying jam and get on with everything type thing.
Which has always been in the past.
Exactly, you know, we have got to actually organise it, which is brilliant coming here and having these agenda items saying, right, we're going to do this event on that day, wonderful, but the organisation to get that event off the ground and done yourself, not just asking your clerk to do it, is a lot of work, and if you've never organised an event before, you're going to struggle.
There you go, so it's hoping we do, isn't it?
I've already got a whole schedule of events for the year, Tim, so I haven't really got time to
Do
work
say,
this and that to do a whole event.
say, you're welcome to go if you want, otherwise I'm big enough to do it, won't we?
I mean,
Okay.
in the past, if it wasn't for my family and Becky's family, there wouldn't have been any, because
No, because that's when I got the call.
Just say quickly, shouldn't this all go to the events committee to organise?
It's here because there is no events committee. Well, it's not
There
core.
needs to be one then.
It's not core.
Okay, well perhaps we need to elect people to go on the events committee then.
Which, next, as we said, we defer for a month.
Okay, alright.
Alright.
so,
So, okay, so we've got the location, date, time, road closures we've discussed. Is there anything missing off of that you need discussed? And we've got a proposal, please, because we need to move on.
Only other than the fact that I would like to use security as first aid training rather than just first aiders, because it's always handy to have a security manual.
Okay. So we're going for a proposal, please. We need to-
I'll propose that. Exactly what you just said.
second,
We've got a seconder for that, please. I'll second it after. It is their Christmas event. Like, a lot of them not giving people a Christmas event.
We can't, as a parish council, not have it.
Exactly.
Wait, we're the parish council. for goodness sake.
And right, for the Christmas event, please.
so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So,
Is that right?
yeah. Does anybody want any?
No. Thank you. Right.
Somebody want to get called?
Yeah. That's a bit longer than he's expecting, isn't it, probably? We're alright, because it's been hot.
Because there's already had people asking.
How are you
That's
around?
what I mean. He's
Oh,
This is sensitive to the full council thing, isn't it? It's okay, I was just 5 minutes. You all right, Rob? So what have we got? So we've got the community engagement, health and safety, and then my pages, pages gone somewhere. Anyway, right, so move on to community engagement. Sam Richardson, you've got a few agenda items there you'd like to go through?
Yeah, number one, I'll do it as quick as I can do, to discuss and resolve to agree for a youth council. So, to establish a youth council that gives young people with Holbeach a voice in local issues, encourages civic engagement, develops leadership skills and strengthens relationships between younger residents and the parish council. This also is important because, as Mr Foyster regularly says, we need more people to join the council. So if you have the younger generation involved in the preliminary bits, when they hit 18, they might go, I'll join the council. So then we have a naturally evolving council. I've been in contact with the local comprehensive school and they have agreed to a meeting on Friday because they're interested in engaging with it. I've also spoken to Councillor Isabel Hutchinson and she knows somebody within the school that may be able to help push this forward. Councillor Sophie Hutchinson has said that she'll assist me. So once we've had the first meeting and whatever, I'll bring it back to the council to say what they've suggested. I also spoke with Councillor Wiltshire and he brought up an exceptionally good point about a youth engagement. Youth liaison officer. And that is separate to this, but it has to run concurrently because obviously the youth council helps engagement, but the youth liaison officer is important for issues that are going on within the town as well. And to be honest, I think we've been detrimental to the town by not having one already.
You tried this last time you were a councillor.
I did, but unfortunately things went wrong last time, and I spoke to councillor and he said that they tried, but it didn't get anywhere, so I'm going to push heavily for it this time and try and get it. It's got to be an all-round good one.
Okay, well I'll second your proposal.
But the youth liaison, but I've got to get that down. Youth liaison officer has got to be, well, I've got to put that in as a separate thing for next month. Because unfortunately,
So it sounds like...
We can put it in there, can't we?
can we put it in there?
Yeah, we can put it in there.
So it sounds like you've got a few people interested, so it sounds good to go, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Proposal for that? Seconder for that? Vote for all that? Thank you.
Can I just say something very quickly, Mr. Chairman? Last week there was a drainage board meeting of the Angling Committee in which I sit, and the Holbeach and District Angling Society were obviously there, and I talked to them afterwards to see if they could do anything to encourage the youngsters to go fishing. When I was a young teenager, I'd go fishing all the time, and they don't seem really to have anything set up for that. So I've asked them if we could plug them, if I could plug them, to see if I can get the kids to go fishing rather than smashing things up in the park. Can I go ahead with that and just talk to them and see if they can do it?
Not yourself out.
Is that
Talk to
right?
whoever you want.
Yeah, but you know, if I talk to them, I'd be talking to them on behalf of the council, as it were.
Well, you bring it back for any approvals, didn't you?
Yes, of course.
All right. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
No, you have actually.
Right.
Before.
What have you got?
Number 2.
Have you got a C?
I don't know what C is.
Yeah.
Oh, you go. Thanks very much.
Okay. Is that charging it? Okay. Okay, to discuss and resolve to agree to intergenerational community project. Sam?
So this is to create opportunities for different generations within Holbeach to work together, share experiences, reduce isolation, which I think we're all aware is a horrendous thing for the elderly, and strengthen community relationships. There are projects out there from the preschool that go into one or two of the care homes around Holbeach. I think if we could help with that or create our own event, not event per se, but a situation where we can bring those people together. We could also do it as a project for regeneration within our open spaces, so we could have a gardening project where some of the schools get involved and we try and ask some other residents to come and join in. It's trying to make sure we bridge that gap between loneliness and doing something, and also make it work for the council as well. Councillor Isabel Hutchinson has already said that she's spoken, or she knows of somebody that one of the care homes that would be interested in us joining forces, because all it is bringing people together, isn't it? And hopefully helping facilitate.
Does anyone got any comments? No? Proposal? Seconder? All in for that? Thank you. Number 3, Sam. The sponsor of flower box scheme.
Yeah. So this is to give people the opportunity to. It's not quite Holbeach and Bloom, obviously, because we can't do that, but there are ways of encouraging the community businesses to get involved with the flower boxes, and basically making Hull Beach look pretty without it costing a fortune to the council, really. That one I haven't thought all the way through, I must admit, but I like the idea. So I don't mind deferring that one so we can speed things on, so I can think about it a bit more.
If you don't mind,
Yeah.
defer that.
I'll be happy to help with that anyway.
Yeah. Thanks.
So vote to defer that item for some more input. Seconder? Okay, all in for defer for that? Thank you. Right, last one, to discuss and resolve to agree 5 things we can do for community improvement project.
So this is to deliver 5 practical, visible and achievable improvements that positively impact the local community. Because one thing that has been discussed is, I've been back on the council for 8 months now, and not a huge amount has been achieved, unfortunately, because of things that have gone on around us. But I think it's time that we actually think of short-term and long-term goals that we want as a council, that we can be held accountable to, so the public can see. And also, because of the transient nature of councillors, that doesn't necessarily get put on hold because somebody leaves. It's a whole council approach to, and it doesn't have to be 5, it could be 3, to be honest, at the moment we're probably just doing 4. But the tractor shed doesn't have any huge impact on the people. It's something that should have been done, hasn't been done, will be done. We need to start coming up with things that, and the events are good, but it needs to be more
In your face.
Yeah, really for Hull Beach people, that is going to have long-term impact on Hull Beach. Our events are brilliant, and don't ever think that I'll do the events down, but they're very short-term, look at what we can do, whereas we need these things that are going to benefit the people of Hull Beach, which is what we've all signed up for, really, at the end of the day. I love Hull Beach.
I love the idea, Sam, but could you give us an idea?
And this is the
what it is, you know?
unfortunately, it would need to have. It need to go under one of the committees, wouldn't it, really? But then it'd have to come back to the council for them to agree. So it's unfortunately 9:20 is probably not the best time to discuss it. The word defer. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Vote to defer, proposal, seconder. All in for deferring? Thank you.
Just a quick one on community engagement, if I can.
Yeah.
We did a Hull Beach calendar, didn't we?
You did.
A few years ago, and we did a cracking job selling them in Tesco's, Sophie and I, and Peter. But they didn't do one last year. I don't know why.
Oh, I think we did, and I don't think we sold any.
We did a 25. that
Was
they
it
cost
25? I know we
500.
printed 600 and they remained in the boxes.
Okay. First of all, thank you, Sam, for the agenda items. Appreciate that, so positive. Right. Health and Safety and Data Commission to receive and agree the terms of reference as agreed by the HR, Health and Safety and Data Protection Committee. This is, Joanna?
Well, yes, we looked through both of them very carefully, and we decided that we would prefer to stick with the LAUC format. I know you altered them.
No, I didn't alter
Who
them.
did?
We worked through with it with the HR advisor.
Okay.
So the LAUC ones, your problem is, and we went through this in detail with the HR advisor at the time, if you were basically going to end up in a court situation or claim, the LAUC ones basically just say areas of working conditions to be dealt with, grievances. It doesn't give a very clear specification of what the committee is able to do and whether it's able to appoint a panel, whether it can deal with the grievance fully to its final conclusion, at what stage it has to report back or anything like that. There's all of that detail in there. So we went through with it and captured those really cool things about pay, terms and conditions, grievances, disciplinaries, and there's a reason why they're
Well, unfortunately, we weren't aware of that.
Yeah, so that's the process that we had to go through to make sure they were robust, and if you did end up in a court situation, the committee has got the full delegation to be able to do what it has to do.
Okay, 2 seconds, I've got a suggestion on that. Frick?
Can I just suggest that we defer this.
Yes. I was going to suggest we defer it, because then we've got new HR advisors, we can
Yes.
send it to them and go, these are old ones, these are new ones, what do you think?
This was presumably from Chris Moses,
Yes.
was it?
Which, I mean, we don't use Chris
So
anymore.
you're happy for us to go back?
I think the thing is those, the original ones that were done by Chris Moses and worked through with the council, what I would suggest you do is use that as a starting point rather than just saying you're changing everything. And if there's particular things you think need updating or the HR advisor's got a problem with, then by all means change it. But don't just try and reinvent the wheel because they're a tab long.
Hence we're sending the existing ones and the new ones to the new HR advisors, blah blah blah. Come back. At the moment we're on the old ones anyway, so it's not like committee, it's not stopped. So we defer that item, proposal to defer, second to defer, all in to defer. Thank you. More mixture nearly running out now, so we must be devolution. Is that right?
Devolution.
Devolution. To resolve to agree membership with devolution working group. I'm guessing this is.
Oh, yeah, I'll kick off on this one as a past chairman of the group. We need a devolution group. We have no idea exactly what's going to happen yet. Nobody has any idea what's going to happen yet. There's a lot of political stuff going on in the background that we really don't want to get involved with, but it's going to hit us anyway. And we may need to respond quickly to something, so I propose that we have a group again for this year.
We got one. We got one, didn't we?
Well, we had, but at the annual meeting we didn't comment on it at all. It's not a committee that's going to meet every month. It's going to meet when it's needed, and we don't know when that will be. But if we've got something there ready to react quickly, that would be a good thing. We can always come to the council at a regular meeting or an extraordinary general meeting if necessary. I've got some people down here who I think they would be prepared to come on. Peter.
Oh, you've already got one, and you know who the devolution group consists of, and we're all here present. Therefore, since that hasn't been disbanded or removed...
No, that's not quite so, because we're having new people on it for one thing.
Pardon?
We're having new people on for one thing.
Well, then you're looking to add to the existing group, aren't you?
No.
The 2 seconds please, I've just need clarification.
We're not.
Apparently the working groups we set in May.
Okay.
Yeah, we didn't do that. But I have some people who do it. Myself, Peter, Eddie and Sophie, will you come back on please?
Okay, well Sophie's trying to say something.
My main thing is I've had a lot of briefings about local government reorganisation because it's not devolution, it's the reorganisation, but I think, Paul, that you were meeting, isn't it? So I am party to a lot of information. I will be party to more information which will be confidential, and then some of it will trickle down. What I would want to really get from the council is what are you trying to achieve with it? Because I don't see at this point in time that there is really any need. The only discussions that are going on, which is really outside of reorganisation but more as a preemptor of, is if there are key parish councils who would wish to take over assets, and it is only a wish, that discussions are facilitated and then potentially assets are taken over. But that has been going on over several months with different parish councils. So unless there's anything key that this parish council is wanting to look at, there isn't anything going on that's going to be in relation to parish councils at all. The only time in which you're going to start finding more things out is when the proposal's actually put forward, but really is from May 27 onwards, when the new council is elected. They will start all the work of forming their committees and what they are going to do. And until that point happens, really there's going to be no change at all to parishes, unless we want it to change in that we want more assets. Other than that, there's literally nothing that's going to happen.
I was going to come on and say here that the whole council need to consider if they want to take over any property or organisation or anything else from a district council, now would be a good time to think about it. For example, do you want to take over the car park? Do you want to take over the market? Do you want to talk about the community centre? And Sophie, with respect, nobody knows what's going to happen. You can't say this is that or the other. It's going to be, the new body is going to be a temporary body, and then a new body's going to take over with a different, probably with a different political persuasion. They're going to be the ones that call the shots, not any of the councils that exist now, neither district nor county. And we need to talk about these things and decide what we want to do. And this council needs to think about these particular assets and others that are now dealt with by either county or district, and decide where they want to go, where they think it would be an advantage to the parish, the people of Holbeach to take these over, or whether leave them alone and throw ourselves on the mercy of whatever authority transpires. So I do think it's needed to talk about it. I just don't think it needs to be regularly.
Sam?
We need an asset list, don't we? Really, I mean, I see where both of you are coming from. We need an asset list to be able to, is there one readily available?
I can potentially get hold of one, and I know the portfolio of the assets of the county as well, so I can speak to them.
Because speculation is the downfall, but if we don't prepare, then we could be in trouble as well.
These things happen very quickly.
You need, but we also need the information, don't we? And if Sophie's saying that it's not going to happen then, but it would be nice to see what assets there are for us to consider, at the very least, isn't it?
Yeah, and there's a lot of various different, there's all sorts of bits of orphan land kicking around the place as well. We don't particularly want to get a number with some of them.
I think Sophie was first.
So, all I would suggest, realistically, yes, I agree, Paul, the new authority could do something different, but they are going to be a shadow authority from May 27th. So you'll start working out what the political groupings are like then, from May 27th, and they will start going in whatever direction they're going in, but they won't be able to action anything until May 28th. So in terms of this council year, the only thing really for us to potentially consider is if we wanted to request any assets from the district or the county, which personally I feel is a full council matter, not a working party matter anyway.
Yeah.
So I think I'm more than happy to liaise and get lists from both county and district. It most likely will have to probably go into closed session. I'll talk to them, but for commercial sensitivity, if they're wanting all of their asset details and things like that. And then once the discussion's been had, we can go over and approach the relevant portfolio holders to start those discussions. But I think that's a full council matter rather than a working party issue. By all means, in May 27, if we actually know it's going ahead and it's moving along, set up a working party then, but I don't feel now's going to be any benefit.
So,
Excuse me, I disagree with you, Sophie, sorry. And with respect, and there's no insult intended here, I don't want you being the only liaison between this county, this parish and district, for example. I think we need more than one person to do it.
Thanks. Jan, you want to say
I was just
something?
saying, before I was taken ill, I contacted the portfolio holder and I was refused a list of assets.
Yeah, so again, I'm not being funny, but I am a district councillor. I will be able to gain access to the information, have that conversation and say, look, the parish are interested in considering, would you be able to give over a list of assets as long as it's discussed in closed session, or work out what their terms would be for us to be able to consider that. I will be able to make the approach easier because that's my position. By all means, once we've had that discussion, if somebody wants to be appointed as a person to liaise, no problem. But if you're wanting to get the information from an authority I'm a member of, you're best to go through the member.
Thank you. Last thing, Tim?
Yes, I'd like to agree with Councillor. She's the only person on the council anyway. And acquisition of assets by council is a matter for full council, not for a working group. And as far as we're concerned, there's no real worry for this. Just simply defer this for 12 months and do it in May. That's something we might need a working group.
we can defer, and even if it's a month, 2 months, if we just defer now and we get a list of assets as a takeaway item,
Yeah, sure.
and then we can bring it back next month if need be, if that seems a suitable solution.
Defer until list of assets received.
Yeah, we've seen because you wanted the assets, so that would seem a
Yeah,
takeaway
but
item.
it's more than just the assets, we need to look at everything, all the possibilities.
But once we've got them, we can always set up next month. This is not, it's going away and not coming back, sort of thing.
I'm not happy with that.
But on the same terms, if anyone wants a thing group and they want to be members of it, I'm fine. But I don't know nothing. I'm not a thing with this subject, if you know what I mean. I'm not enough with this subject to comment accordingly. So it's up to the councillors in front of me what you want.
I propose that we defer it till next month.
I agree.
Defer for 1 month, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, defer for 1 month. Proposal, seconder on that. All in for defer for 1 month, get a list of assets. Okay, thank you.
So you don't need item 2 at the moment, because we haven't got a working party.
Okay, so
33, you should be
yeah.
fine.
Okay, so the next meeting of the council will be on Monday 13th of July at Holbeach Herne Village Hall at
Hopefully.
18:30. Okay? Right, now we move to closed session to resolve to agree to exclude the press and public under the Public Bodies Admission to Meeting Act 1960 due to the confidential nature of the business to be transacted. Proposal, please. Seconded, please.